Hello, here's the news at this hour from Tstv. I'm MAKINDE Durutilu. Here are some major headlines. MAKINDE inaugurates 3-kilometer road reconstruction, flags off 28.36 billion naira streetlight project in OGBOMOSO. Reps Minority Caucus rejects rise in fuel pump price. US ready to distribute COVID-19 vaccine by the 1st of November. NEYMAR tests positive for COVID-19. The news and details. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer MAKINDE, has on Wednesday kicked off the second phase of the Light Up Oyo project in OGBOMOSO town and has also kicked off the construction of the 3-kilometer under G Lautech road. The statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, MAKINDE, Mr. Taiwo Adisa, indicated that the governor stated these while kicking off the second phase of the Light Up Oyo project, awarded at the cost of 28,360,975,609 naira 76 kobo. He said the project is expected to cover 223.8 kilometers of roads across all the zones of the state, adding that the second phase of the Light Up Oyo project is expected to be completed within 9 months, noting that the first phase in Ibadan is already at 87.5% completion. However, Governor MAKINDE also said in a statement that the same opposition politicians who have given posturing about 2023 were roundly rejected by the people in 2019, stating that such politicians have nothing to offer by trying to distract him with talks about 2023. The Southwest President of Tomato Growers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Bamidele Ajani, has appealed to the federal government and Oyo State government to revitalize the Ikere Gorge Dam in Oyo State to boost farming. Ajani made the appeal in an interview with the news agency in Ibadan. Newsman reports that the Ikere Dam, northeast of Ishayin, is a multi-purpose dam along Ogun River, covering an area of 47 square kilometers, holding 690 million cubic meters of water, and it has the capacity to generate between 3.75 to 6 gigawatts of power. However, according to Ajani, besides the power generation potential, a quarter of it can turn out 1 million tons of fish if utilized for aquaculture, adding that this would reduce considerably the fish import and ease the burden on the local currency. Meanwhile, the federal government has concluded arrangements to expend 2.3 trillion naira on electrification of rural communities, targeting 5 million homes under the Economic Sustainability Plan, ESP. Minister of State for Power, Mr. Godi Jedi Agba, who disclosed this in Abuja while inaugurating the first 12 kilowatts peak KWP Volus Solar for Health VSFH mini-grid with 58 kilowatt-hour battery bank at Karu Primary Health Center, initiated by Volus Energy Limited, said the rural communities were more willing to pay electricity bills more than their urban counterparts. He said the federal government has given more attention to rural electrification of the country because of the need to empower those who live in villages and ensure that their small-scale businesses thrived. The Minority Caucus in the House of Representatives has rejected the increase in the pump price fuel from 148 to 151.56 naira, announced by the Petroleum Product Marketing Company, PPMC, on Wednesday. The lawmakers in a statement said that the increment was unacceptable as it would result in an increase in the already high cost of consumer goods and services. In the statement signed by the minority leader, Rep. Unduri Ulumelu, PDP Delta, the legislator said it would worsen the current economic hardship. The opposition lawmakers urged the government to come up with strategies that would lead to a decrease of pump price rather than an increase in the cost of domestic fuel, They recommended the revamping of the nation's refineries rather than resorting to price increment to the detriment of Nigerians. The minority caucus called on the PPMC to immediately rescind its announcement and revert to the former price with a view to a downward review. The Nigerian Customs Service, NCS, has revealed that the Office of the National Security Advisor, ONSA, recorded seizures estimated at over 11 billion naira in the ongoing joint border operation codenamed Exercise Swift Response. The NCS also said that arrests were still being made in the Northwest, North Central, Southwest and South-South sectors. Deputy Controller Joseph Atta, who disclosed this yesterday, also said that as of August 31st, 2020, about 1,243 irregular immigrants and 622 suspected smugglers had been arrested, while among other items have been seized. Meanwhile, the NCS and Nigerian Immigration Service, in collaboration with the Armed Forces of Nigeria, AFN, as well as the Nigeria Police Force and other security agencies, coordinated by the Office of the National Security Advisor, is said to have begun the operation on August 20th, 2019 to enforce the federal government's closure of the borders and to curb the activities of smugglers. On the foreign scene, the Trump administration has urged U.S. states to get ready to distribute a potential COVID-19 vaccine by November the 1st, 2 days before the presidential election. Dallas-based wholesaler McKesson Corp was reported to have had a deal with the federal government and will be requesting permits to set up distribution centers when a vaccine becomes available. Director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Robert Redfield, has announced to the states in an August 27 letter that the normal time required to obtain these permits presents a significant barrier to the success of this urgent health program, urging the states to consider waiving requirements that will prevent facilities from becoming fully operational by November the 1st, 2020. However, the CDC has provided states with documents giving details of a vaccine rollout plan, adding that they would either be approved as licensed vaccines or under emergency use authorization. 10 foreign missions in Tanzania have called for free and fair elections next month amid concern by rights groups on increased repression of opposition parties and non-governmental organizations. The mission said security for all contestants and impartiality of institutions in charge of managing the elections will strengthen the legitimacy of the elections. However, the joint statement was released by missions representing Canada, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Germany, Ireland, and the Netherlands. Meanwhile, Human Rights Watch on Wednesday said opposition party members and critics of the government have been arrested ahead of the polls and has said some election monitors had been banned by the National Electoral Commission. In sports, PSG star NEYMAR has tested positive for coronavirus, with the Ligue 1 club confirming that 3 players have contracted the virus. The Ligue 1 champions and Champions League finalists did not name the players involved, but Angel Di Maria, 32, and Leandro Paredes, 26, are believed to be the other 2 players to have tested positive. After losing in the Champions League final against Bayern Munich on August 23rd, it was reported that all 3 players have recently spent time on holiday on the Spanish island of Ibiza. However, the first PSG fixture of the new season is said to be in 8 days' time on September 10, 2020 against Lens, but for the time being the match is not believed to be in doubt. Meanwhile, all 3 players will now spend time in quarantine. Manchester United has signed Netherlands midfielder Donny van der Beek from Ajax for €35 million plus €5 million in add-ons on a 5-year contract. Van der Beek, 23, has played 175 first-team games for Ajax, scoring 41 goals and helping them make a surprise run to the 2018 to 2020 Champions League semi-finals and also the Premier League club's first summer signing. Meanwhile, Van der Beek will be available for United's opening game of the 2020 to 2021 season against Crystal Palace on the 19th of September, while United have confirmed Van der Beek will wear the number 34 shirt, in tribute to his former Ajax teammate Abdelhak Nouri, who suffered brain damage after a heart attack during a pre-season friendly game in 2017. With that, we've come to the end of the news. A recap of the headlines. Makinde inaugurates 3-kilometer road reconstruction. Flags off 28.36 billion naira streetlight project in OGBOMOSO. Reps Minority Caucus rejects rise in fuel pump price. US ready to distribute COVID-19 vaccine by November the 1st. And in sports, NEYMAR tests positive for COVID-19. Please do not forget to always adhere to COVID-19 safety measures. The news was compiled by Mobola Badikale. I'm Kendi Duritilu. Good day, and thank you for watching.